Well, today I gotta find it on here. I don't see it. Hi, Adonis. I gotta find it. Okay, I got it. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. First person here is Vartika for general. You may have money coming in. You could be feeling a little bit more financially secure. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders and a wish comes true. Listen to your intuition. Life begins to move forward. You've got a Libra around that could be of significance. And you may be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to between now and the end of the month. You could also be spending time with an Aries. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Crow's nest, love. Walking away from, disconnecting from, leaving in the past anything that's been slow, stagnant, disastrous, and being like leaving the past in the past, or energetically cutting off anything that no longer serves you, brings the world to your feet. That could lead you to the 10 cups being full, possibly with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you're not with anyone right now, you do have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship coming in, but you might need to let go of something that's no longer serving you. Tibet for today. Your luck may change for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past, and investing time or the hard work that you put into a side business, side project, side hustle could prove to be successful. And then you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with a Virgo or a Gemini. Dakota, general. Dakota, general. You have money coming in, finances may be improving, and perseverance around work, school, or business is like pays off. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you helps to ease anxiety. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back to you. You could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Mihak, general for August. General for August. You may have a new journey that begins around work, school, or business, and the weight of the world slips off your shoulders. New beginnings around the horizon. Listen to your intuition, and cause for celebration comes in around having choices and options around social activity. You may be planning travel to water, by water, or around water, and you could be spending time with a Pisces or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Hi, Mel. Butterfly A, why did Oscar block me on Messenger? Okay, I don't know what your relationship is with this person, but they were feeling negatively around the situation. I don't know what I see. You know how I feel about this. May have felt like things were out of balance and they needed to set a boundary. I feel like it was unnecessary, but Katrina, will I hear from Virgo today? You got about a 33% chance, yes. I'm not confident you'll hear from him today, but there is a chance. Queen City, love. When it comes to love, you've got the Empress here. Love and money is coming in, and with the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you, and though slow and steady wins the race, you have new opportunities coming in. You have a Capricorn coming in, you have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Life comes into balance and begins to move forward sometime between now and the end of the summer. Canchan, general. You've got money coming in, finances are improving. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with a Leo or an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. AA, my boss is getting on my nerves. Work for this week. It's okay though. Nothing bad is happening. It may be annoying, but the hard work you put in will pay off. You're listening to your intuition and life's moving forward. It's nothing terrible. It just may be, you know, the boss is the boss and they're always annoying. But it's a pretty pleasant week. Cosmic. Yep. Will GS offer me a product coordinator job or a different role? They may offer you the product coordinator position. That's possible. Holly, does Spirit have any direction for me in school? Do you want the blue Spirit cards or you want these cards? Exploring your options leads to success. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Okay, I don't know like all the circumstances, but it's like start somewhere. So I don't know if you have to like start at like community college or start part-time, if you have to apply for something, if the company you work for could help you. It's like start slowly, explore your options. New beginnings are on the horizon, but you may need to do some work. You may need to do some research. You have luck on your side, and you have cause for celebration coming in around things moving forward, but you might have to like really go out there and, you know, maybe find the college first and talk to them about how you can go about it. But it's like taking steps to figure out how you can make something happen. It's possible to make it happen, but it may take time, it may be slow, but it still could move forward. Summer, love. When it comes to love, slow and steady wins the race. Anything that's out of balance or disconnected will move into the past. And if something gets revealed around love that needs to be dealt with, that may be something that gets moved into the past as well. I don't know what that is. You got a fire sign here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and possibly water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Exploring your options around love leads to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love. Starfall, having a very bad day. What can you see about when I will feel good again? You may start to feel better as we get into like the weekend. It passes pretty quickly. You have life coming back into balance. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and relief around life moving forward. You may be feeling grounded and stable. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care may be helpful as well. Sarah, health reading for my friend AG Taurus. She's been having some health issues recently. Will show a doctor soon, but do you see anything serious or will she be fine? I think she's going to be fine. It's like perseverance leads to success. So if there is something, if she has some kind of a symptom, if the first doctor says, you're fine, it's no big deal, I would see a second doctor. I do think that she's going to be fine, but it could be something that's like a chronic thing that's just something that needs to be dealt with. Like, I don't know, I say diabetes. Like, you may be able to control it with diet, but if she doesn't get the answer that she with the first doctor, she should see another. But I don't think it's something super serious. Tamana, career right now, stuck. Exploring your options and perseverance will push things forward, bring in happiness through teamwork. So, teamwork. If you're looking for a new job or a new job or changing jobs or something like that, teamwork may be working with a recruiter. You have happiness coming in around finding a better paying job or feeling better compensated, better respected, and relieved around career moving forward. And that may be sometime between now and the end of the year. Dr. Sony, General. You have negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You may be feeling grounded and stable around finances. You've got new beginnings on the horizon that lead to success. You may be feeling, you may be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You can also have an Aries around. Life comes into balance, and you may have choices and options around social activity. Not bad. Jay, me and Brianna, Aries. There may be a little distance between the two of you, but communication should be coming in or picking up. Even if it is slow and steady wins the race, you should be seeing some kind of an improvement this summer around the connection. Expressing your wants and needs may be helpful, but I wouldn't push anything too much. Just kind of going with the flow of things is suggested. I didn't plug this in. No wonder why the fan's not working. Maybe you need to plug it in. Where am I here? I think I might be up to Nas, Akash's Thoughts of Me. Akash's Thoughts of Me. It may find you to be perseverant, grounded and stable, smart, intelligent, well-balanced, kind-hearted, caring, a sincere friend. Not bad. Raymond, how will my experience be when I go to Salem in October? I think it's going to be amazing. Let's see. Yeah, life moves forward, feeling happy and content. A new venture is on the horizon. Negativity moves into the past. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. I always wanted to go there. That's great. Pallavi, love. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you have a cause for celebration coming in around love. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. A wish may be coming true. Maybe spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also may have a Scorpio here. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. And you may have choices and options around love. Not bad. Not bad. Migu, general for the next 24. If If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But your luck is changing for the better quickly. You have the world at your feet. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. The disappointment heals and moves into the past. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. You may be spending time with a Sagittarius. Emmeline, your future for Jane and me. The near future is okay. There may be choices and options around life coming into balance with communication either coming in or picking up. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could help negativity move into the past. Maybe a little slow and steady wins the race, but things should be moving forward. Sarah, there's a symptom, there's mild bleeding. Okay, I think you're going to figure it out. Gina, how does James really feel about me? May find you to be successful, smart, intelligent, attractive, down to earth, independent, hardworking, successful, pretty good, I would say. Thinks pretty highly of you. Devin, do you see DoorDash being a success today? Yeah, you could do well today. Yeah, that's possible. Macy, can I have a general for the day? Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Cause for celebration may come in around life moving forward towards greener pastures, and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Amy, for the next 48 for Sunny. Feeling ambitious, you may be able to, whoever this is, may be able to accomplish whatever they set their mind to. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. The world is at their feet. With the Magician, they have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in happiness and success in their personal life. Something nice may be happening around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading their home. Dr. Guara, do you see me getting justice, been humiliated? I need to know what justice is. Like, I can't answer for justice. What does justice look like for you? Like, it's just, I can't answer a blanket statement. What would that look like? What do you want to see happen? Ruchi, next in love. You have a committed relationship here, and life is moving forward with negativity moving into the past. Maybe spending time with the Scorpio. You also may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. New beginnings on the horizon. Life moving forward towards greener pastures. Expressing your wants and needs around love and perseverance should lead you to success. Magician's heart. Snap friend, Taki's feelings, the next actions for me. May find you to be an overall nice person, a loyal friend, somebody who's down to earth, somebody who's got a good personality. There could be communication that comes in at some point. There probably will be, but it may be a little slow. Fool is in reverse. Something may get revealed around this situation that could need to be dealt with. Amu, love and romance coming in. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. New beginnings around the horizon that could lead you to success. You may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may feel relief around your love life moving forward before the end of this year. Not bad. Shraddha, next in love. When it comes to love, you've got growth, change, and transformation around life moving forward. If you're already with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well and moving forward. If you're not with anyone, it's probably new energy coming in because life is moving forward. It could be with a Scorpio, and you may turn around and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If you're in a well-functioning relationship, this maybe just leave the past, and the past don't bring it into the future. If you're not with anyone, it may be somebody new, and it could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or possibly a Virgo. Happiness does come in around love. When you listen to your intuition, life moves forward. Essence, I bet as a reader you feel like you're playing guessing games or something. Some of the questions, yeah. Well, some of the questions, it's like, even like these questions, like something that's simple like me and M. I don't know who M is. I mean, is M your dog, your boss, the next door neighbor, a celebrity? You know, how could I give you a reading when I don't know what the connection is? And how could, like, well, when people say love for me and Fred, but you're not in a relationship, you have a crush on Fred doesn't know you're alive, there's no love there. So how could I give you a love reading? Like, the questions are not specific. And if you want a specific, if you're going to get a better answer when the reader knows what's going on. It's like somebody once was talking about cats, or like cats getting along, and used the cat's initials. And I remember whatever I said, it was like, did one cat like the other cat? And I think it read something like, they may have problems in the beginning, but they'll end up working it out. And the way the person was like, oh, that may be true, they're not getting along now. But had I known that, it would have been easier for me to answer the question if I knew we were discussing cats. So yeah, sometimes you're like, what the fuck? Or sometimes, I hate to say it, people are, I don't want to say delusional, but they're leading me to believe that they're in a relationship or situation that they're not in. Anyway. Mary, finances. Life could change for you for the better quickly when a wish comes true around finances. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Negativity moves into the past and things are moving forward towards greener pastures. Maybe adding a stream of income as well. That may be pushing your finances forward. Your luck is changing for the better quickly too. Not bad. M&M, love for Taurus. This person is, if they're currently in a relationship, they're like happy and content. Not much is moving forward quickly around them, but they seem to be okay with the way things are. If they're not with anyone, they have Earth coming in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, but Virgo comes in the strongest. They also have a Scorpio and a Cancer around. A disappointment is healing and moving into the past, and if they listen to their intuition, a new journey will be beginning. Virta, general. You've got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around work, school, or business. Life's moving forward, and you're ready for it, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relieved. Essence is very valid because who is M? And I think people just automatically assume you're going to pick it up as you're a reader. But yeah, but readers, you don't know everything. Like, you're not a mind reader, right? Like, and I don't know how old the people are that we're talking about that are asking the question. Like, somebody who is like asking, will I get married this year? And they're 17, they're probably not getting married this year. You know, like, you're probably not. It's probably, even if you think you're in love, it's probably not going to last to the end of the year. We've all been 17. So that's another challenge that I have, where the people that I know that I've been reading for years, I feel like I can read them better because I know where we're at. Like I know, you know, people I've done Zoom meetings with. Anyway. I also feel like it would be a lot less words for me. I wouldn't have to say, well, if this or that, if you don't already. Avery's been to the pool. Avery loves the pool. Saturday, she had a party at her cousin's house. Her cousin on her father's side of the family, that aunt, her father's sister, has 3 daughters that are they're all older than Avery, but they're kids, and they had a pool party, so we were there, and they always have a big, huge blow up water slide, and the kids love it. And then this week before that, we went to meet her brother and his wife at one of the pools, and we spent the day there. And then we were at my brother's pool. I think we were at my brother's pool maybe the day before. We've been in the pool. And then they do water play at school. They don't have a pool, but they have a water table, they have a water slide, like a slip and slide, and they have a splash pad. So she's getting in the pool. Anyhow. Essence, it's like they want you to have a crystal ball. Yeah. Yeah, who is them? Right. Or what's the relationship? But you know, I think that when I was younger, like the woman that reads me has been reading me for years. Like I'm not going to go in there and like she's like, as soon as I walk in, she'll be like, okay, what's going on? Because she already knows. But I think years ago, I used to try to say as little as possible. Like I didn't want to give the reader anything. But now I'm like, you got to hear what happened. But I'm very cautious about the people that I go to. There's only 2 people that I have read for me anymore. The woman that I've been going to, and then another woman who I became friends with through YouTube, but she doesn't do readings anymore. So, but if she offers them, like sometimes from time to time she'll offer them, I'll take one, but she doesn't want to do them anymore. And I understand why. Anyway. I haven't spoken to her in a while. I should reach out to her to see how she's doing. And every time her and I get on the phone, it's the craziest thing. Because like we'll do my reading, which usually goes over anyway. But then we'll be on the phone for like hours talking about like shit. And it's like we don't even realize how many hours have passed. It's crazy. I don't know why that is. And I only do that on the phone with her. I've never done it on the phone with anyone else. Like, we'll just be talking about, like, you know, spiritual things. Like, I don't know, anything. Entities, heaven, hell, demons, like anything like that. And, like, different experiences that we've had or... Starfall, I did. Who here haven't I gotten to? Miku, I did. Emily, I did. Oh my goodness. Dr. Guara, getting my salary and experience certificate. Will I be getting my salary and experience certificate? Okay, let's see. You know what? I think you are going to end up getting it. Yeah, it may take time, or there may be a process or a delay, but I think you will end up getting it. Amen for the rest of the week with O. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around the situation. Things look a little slow. Like we got the Hermit here. Somebody may be a little like emotionally distant or kind of keeping to themselves, but I don't see anything bad happening. It just may be a slow week. There's communication though. Mega love. When it comes to love, you do have romance heating up, but you might need to leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. Anything that's been like argumentative, not functioning well, slow, stagnant, that might need to move into the past in order for life to move forward. And then you have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Susie, love reading for the next few weeks of July. You've got, love could change for you for the better quickly. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, find a new opportunity when it comes to love. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but you may be spending time with Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Listen to your intuition, explore your options, and don't be afraid to lay down the law or set boundaries if you feel like you need to. Shop, boyfriend Jay's current feelings and next actions. For me, what to expect. Seems to be a lot of distance between the two of you. Look out for having an argument. Things look a little slow or maybe even a little disconnected. There should be communication that comes in, but there's indecision and imbalance around the situation. If you're questioning this relationship, it may be time to have a conversation about that, because it doesn't look like all that much is happening. It looks like there's not much happening at all. Essence for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, you may have choices and options around like work, school, or business. You may have a new beginning around work, school, or business. You may have a disappointment heal and move into the past. You may be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you could have some money coming in. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and a wish comes true. Seeing eye. And then, it's also what could be true. My reader said this to me once when we were talking about like astrological charts. We were talking about like the different aspects and how they affect the different houses, and she was saying like somebody may have like a certain aspect and they've been married for 15 years and they're going to stay married for 15 years, but their relationship may be going through a slump, or like they may not be connecting well. And it's the same thing to me with the cards. It's like, if you ask me, how's my relationship with M? And it's like, well, it doesn't look like all that much is going on here and nothing is changing. It's like, if you've been married to that person for 20 years, that might not be a bad thing. That may be, well, it's status quo. It is what it is. We're not planning a marriage. We're not eloping. There's no like a whole lot of romance, because we did that already. So it's like a different kind of answer than it is from somebody who is like dating somebody for 3 months and they're thinking, well, is this going to be a commitment? And then it's like, well, there's nothing really happening here and nothing is changing. It's stagnant. It's the same answer for two different situations that mean two different things. So yeah, there's that too. And then there's people hear what they want to hear, right? I had this experience once. Somebody came back from a reading I don't remember who the person was. I think it must have been my friend Denise's friend. Anyway, the person was told that they would have an unplanned pregnancy. That's what I heard, unplanned pregnancy. What Denise heard was, I mean, she heard unplanned pregnancy, that's what was said. But in Denise's mind, it turned into she was going to be a single mother. So just because you have an unplanned pregnancy doesn't mean that you're going to be a single mother. But that's like sometimes we hear something and then it leads us to believe something, and that's not true. So the way it worked out for that person was odd. It's like they wound up having kids first and then they wound up getting married, which, I mean, in this day and age that happens. But when it was said to, when I heard it, I was like, oh, she's going to have an unplanned pregnancy. But then my friend was like, she's going to be a single mother. No, not necessarily a single mother. So interesting how that happens too. Like sometimes we hear what we want to hear, or our brain draws a conclusion to it. Sarah, Adonis, once a reader told me to wait for a guy I was stuck on, even though he was putting in no efforts, because my purpose is to change him. He's my divine partner. Of course, because then you'll go back and you'll pay that reader again. So if somebody tells you that, you will wait, and then when nothing happens, you'll go back to the reader and you'll pay them another whatever the price was to hear the same thing. They're not going to make money off of somebody who says, you know what, this isn't working, I'm moving on. Because that person's just going to keep moving on. But the person that's stuck and stagnant is going to keep coming back looking for answers. And so that's why they keep them hanging on. That's why I don't do that twin flame bullshit. I don't believe in it. I think it's nonsense. And I think it keeps people in that place. Oh, you're supposed to change him. You're not supposed to change anybody but yourself. The only person that you have any control over is yourself. You can't make anybody quit drinking. You can't make anybody work harder. You can't make anybody go on a diet. They have to do it. So that's the first, that is right up there with when people say, you have a curse on you. You have a curse on you, you got to come back. I have to pray on you. Like those to me are the two biggest signs that the person is full of shit. But don't think I haven't fallen for that when I was younger, because I definitely did. Brittany, love. You have a wish that comes true around love. Life is moving forward. If you're currently with someone, your current relationship should be functioning well. But if you're not with anyone and you're feeling a little impatient, hang in there, because new energy is coming in. You're not looking back on the past. Your luck is about to change out of the clear blue sky with a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship that may be with a Leo or a Taurus. If you're already with someone, your current relationship should be functioning really well and strengthening with long-term potential around it. Oh, thank you, Essence. Thank you. You can't lie to me. I feel like that was my my reader. I could tell you a funny story that she told me once. She had a girl that came in there. She didn't know this girl. Girl comes in there and she is crying. She is bawling, crying. That her husband, she was newly married, her husband was accusing her of cheating on him, so on and so forth, crying. She's like, Oscar-winning performance. And she's like, I can tell you right now, this girl is fucking cheating on him. So she doesn't call her out on it. She hears what she says. She gives her the advice or whatever. And then at the end of the reading, the woman says, do you think I'm going to get away with it? And she's like, I fucking knew you were lying. Can you imagine? Like, why would you do that? Why don't you just go in there and straight up ask for what you need? Delia, love reading. You've got the world at your feet. Life is moving forward, and you also have cause for celebration coming in. Growth, change, and transformation is possible around your love life if you listen to your intuition. You could have a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Scorpio coming in. Exploring your options leads to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve when it comes to love, because you can get what you want and your life will move forward successfully. Not bad. New love. Would I get any love connection at APK at app B if I open it again? Feeling bored in love. Okay, let's see. Well, I don't know how much success you'll have. You got a 33%, which is kind of stagnant. But I can tell you that energetically, it's not a bad idea to explore things like that, even if nothing happens, because it's keeping the energy moving. Whereas if you don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. It's like what stays in motion, and what stays stagnant. So if you're bored, nothing is happening, and you're kind of sitting in that energy, nothing is happening, nothing is ever going to change, nothing is happening, that will keep you stagnant. But looking at people, talking to people, even if you're not interested in them, but just having conversations with people can kind of get the energy moving. And I know that, I mean, I've said it a million times, so many people that I know that were either, back in the day, my mom actually did, it was like a video. Like you went to a place and you made a video, and other people came in and looked at your video. Like I feel like I would never, ever in a million years do something like that. But she wanted to meet someone, and she joined this service, and they made this video, asked her questions, and people would come in and watch the different videos, and that's how they would meet. She belonged to that service for quite some time. She did meet a couple of guys, nothing really ever panned out, but it's like she was going there, she was looking, she was interested, and then she wound up meeting somebody. She was out to dinner with her coworkers, and she met the waiter. So it's like, even though you may be, you're putting the energy out there, even if you're like, this sucks, I don't want to do this, the energy's out there. So that it can be positive in that respect. Adrian, I have a YouTube channel called Princess Butterfly. Will it take time to make money? Planning to, earning money from it. Will I be successful? You have potential to be successful. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But slow and steady, consistent progress will be helpful. You'll be able to make money from it. Just may take a little time. I know the twin flame thing. It's, you know, it's such a like romantic thing to like to think, oh, I'm gonna find the other piece of me. And when you hear it, it sounds like I could tell you that I have someone in my life that really fits from both sides of the like I've heard that your twin flame is exactly like you, but then I heard they're also the exact opposite. And I feel like this person, for me, we have both of those. Like we've had super interesting, weird things happen at the same time that when we didn't know each other. Like for example, we had a big, huge flood here, and this area doesn't flood. I mean, never. In all the years I've been living here, I never had like big floods. Like maybe once we had Hurricane Floyd, was bad, and it was the summertime, and I can tell you that I knew Kayla was dying. It was like June 24th, because I put her to sleep on the 25th. So it was like the 23rd, 24th. And I remember not being able to get home to her, knowing she was sick and it was raining, and trying to get all over the place to make it home to her. Well, when I met this person and we were talking, he was telling me that Kayla died that weekend. He was telling me his dog died that weekend. And the reason why he remembered it was because it was the same weekend that his niece was born, and the roads were flooding and he couldn't get to the hospital. And when he finally got to the hospital, or coming back from the hospital, he actually, right outside my house, flooded his car out so bad that the car was garbage. He had to get rid of it. So it's like when you remember those details, it's like, it's like, how did that happen to both of us at the same time and we didn't even know each other? but it's still, so it's a coincidence. I know there's no such thing as coincidence, but it doesn't mean that I was put here on this earth to teach him anything, or he's here. I mean, yeah, you are supposed to teach people things, but I'm not supposed to fix his life for him. He's not supposed to fix mine. Like, but I can understand how people fall into it, because if somebody said to me, "Oh, you had this happen, you had that happen. Oh, it was by chance that you found each other." Yeah, but it still doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that it's a twin flame. Like, it's a highly romanticized thing, and I hate to say it, those of us that may have unhealed wounds buy into that. We're going to be rescued. We're going to have this great love that comes in that's going to change us. It's going to make us better. It's going to heal all the wounds that we had, and it's so disappointing, and it's even worse because it's disappointing. Bad enough if it was just a disappointment or a letdown, but then it's like it doesn't happen at all, and it becomes anyway. Stacy for today. Oh, I skipped. All right, let me do Stacy and I'll go back up. For today, you have business or good news around business coming in, strengthening business, feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news, and feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Oh, people are always trying to sell spells for hundreds of dollars. I had a friend spend $5,000 on one once. And you know what the problem with that is too? It's bad enough that you spent that kind of money, but then when it doesn't work, you're kind of carrying around shame, and then you don't want to tell people. So this person didn't tell anyone. They told me like years and years later. And I was just like, well, lesson learned, like, would I have done it? I probably would have. Way back in the day, I probably would have. Oh, I had the negative energy. I also had a black aura. I was cursed. I had all that told to me too. I would never be happy because somebody was wishing evil on me. Yeah. Martisha, me and Cancer T. Well, you do have communication coming in. And you might be feeling like things are maybe feeling happy or content around the situation. The thing is that it's kind of like a roller coaster. It's like it could be really good, and then it could kind of back up or go silent a little bit. He's not disappearing; he's still around, but it shows that he's like, when he's good, but then he may kind of disappear for a little bit, and that may be a source of frustration. You may be seeing him soon too. Soul Child, how does Dante feel about me? May find you to be somebody who is strong, independent, hardworking, down to earth, smart, intelligent, attractive, and like a loyal friend, somebody who's compassionate. Pretty good. People do pay they want to hear what they want to hear. It feels good for the moment. It satisfies the nagging or whatever it is that they're feeling. And they would rather be lied to. Yeah, I totally agree with that. And that's so sad. Do you believe in reincarnation? I do. I think soulmates exist, but they're not all romantic ones. I agree with that. Soul contracts, yeah, I could say. I never, growing up, I didn't believe in reincarnation. I felt like, I grew up Catholic, even though we weren't very religious. I was taught about heaven and hell, and that you had to be a good person if you wanted to get into heaven. But I don't know, the older I get, I'm open to the belief that there could be reincarnation. And I don't know how it works. Do we all come back? Do we all come back with our family? I don't know if you've ever read the book, but there was a great book that I read by Dr. Brian Weiss, Many Lives, Many Masters. And it's so good if you get a chance to read it. And it's a pretty easy read if you're not a reader. The people we're coming back. So it's like I might be the daughter in this lifetime, but in next lifetime I may be my father's grandmother, like that kind of a thing. And very interesting. Could it be? Maybe. I mean, it's wild to think so. Soul ties, yeah. What I get a little twisted is when people are saying things like, "Have we broken our soul contract?" That to me is like, the question really is this over? Am I out of it? And you have to make that decision. So I like, to me, like, soul contract is kind of along the twin flame line. Like, don't look at it like that. Look at it like, is this person, when you get to a point with somebody where they're causing more pain and agony than they are pleasure, you have to make the decision to get rid of them, regardless of what somebody has told you. They're a twin flame, they're a soulmate, it doesn't matter. In the reality, in this 3D world, what are they bringing to you? If it's agony, pain, betrayal, emotional abuse, physical abuse, we're done. It's broken. We're over it. Goodbye. I know, you got to stay, yeah, life does get eerie, but you have to kind of stay, like I always say, it's more painful when you, yes, I agree. I think like the whole thing comes back to the reality. You know, like when somebody asks me the question, will we be in a committed relationship by next year? It's like, we're in July. Why is it going to take 6 months? Like, you're already not, you're not in the relationship. It's not there. Like, it's not going to happen 6 months from now if it's not happening now. What are we waiting for? Like, are you going to be best friends with your best friend in 6 months? Like, you're just friends. It's just there. It's just something that's happening. And you shouldn't have to wait for something. I mean, I can understand if you're waiting for someone to get back from the military, or you're waiting for somebody's divorce to be finalized, or maybe they're moving houses and they're got to move closer. I mean, I can understand that. But if you're living in the same neighborhood, what are we waiting for? Why aren't we together right now? Yeah, you could fall down a rabbit hole. That's true. All about me, and I'm going to my email now. Hang on. Oh, we're good. I hope you are too. Finances are improving. So initially you might feel a little strapped. You might feel like it's a little tough, but you're going to be able to make it up. You have a wish that comes true, making decisions that push life forward with more money coming in. Exploring your options leads to success, and teamwork around work, school, or business makes a wish come true. I think you're going to be okay, and I think that it's going to be relieved once it's over. Like, you'll feel relieved once it's done. All about me, and haven't heard from Robert. Next actions and feelings. Next actions would be communication coming in. Maybe well, you guys may be getting together soon too. So there could be communication that comes in that leads to spending time together. He may be feeling like he's got a lot on his plate. He may be very busy with work, school, or business. He also may be feeling a little bit tired or run down, but you should hear from him. I think he's going to want to get together, and communication is going to pick up. A disappointment around this situation should end up moving into the past. Not bad. Buddhism believes that. Essence, no way, I was about to suggest the book to you. Ah! Many Lives, Many Masters. That was a great book. Well, the thing with sex too is you got to be careful who, you know, you got to be careful who you sleep with. Because if they're carrying around negativity, you're going to pick up that negativity, whatever it is. And we become the 5 people we spend the most time with. So you have to really be careful. And I know people have had that you hook up with this person or hung up with that person. And I'm not judging anyone. You do what you want. But, you know, the more that you're use discretion with your personal life, the less shit you're going to let in. You know, people are always talking about somebody else sending them the evil eye. But meanwhile, you're sleeping with a guy who's fucking around with everyone, and you're doing it to yourself because you're lowering your vibration and you're letting that shit in. You see what I'm saying? You got to kind of be careful with that. Anyway. Journey of the Souls. Oh, maybe I will. All about Maine. Will the garnishment stop before or after court? I think it may be after court. Cassandra, I'm Jada. I'd love a reading about my future person. All right, next relationship. What's coming in for the next relationship? Should be a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship with somebody who is grounded and stable and down to earth and successful. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. It could be a Virgo or a Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past, so it may be new energy coming in. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. This person may love travel, or they may travel for business or school, and they should be grounded and stable, kind-hearted, and caring. Jessica, is Abda going to be good for me when he visits? What do you mean by good for me? Like, what are you looking for? Pete, my wife caught me having an affair and then took all my money and left me for some black guy. I have been trying to win her back, and all she replies is whatever that means. What do I do? As of right now, I don't think that there's much that you can do. Right now, things are stagnant and she's feeling burdened by the situation and she's focusing on moving forward. So what I would do right now is just try to disconnect from it a little bit and give her some space, because the more you try to force it, the worse it's going to be. Just give her a little bit of space and let her come to you. Now, if you get to like a month out, 28 days, 32 days, and you haven't reached out and you haven't heard from her, then you could reach out, but I would give it a little bit of space as of right now. I don't think subliminals are real, Kimia. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I guess it depends what it is. So if you're doing one, there's a subliminal, and it's like self-love. I'm strong enough. I'm worthy. I'm capable. I think that's okay. But there's some of these, like you wake up in the morning with green eyes. Like you're not changing your fucking genetics because you listen to a subliminal. And those are the ones that piss me off. Grow to be 6 feet tall. You're not growing to be 6 feet tall because you listen to it. Like, let's be realistic. You want to be taller, you have to wear heels. I mean, you got to be realistic. But if it's self-help, yeah. If it's even like the power of positive thinking, like I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm successful, like that kind of stuff I think is fine. It's the other things that, you know, like listen to this and he's going to fall in love with you. No, he isn't. That's not going to happen. And I think that, you know, people, they make those videos and people watch them and listen to them, and they're 8 hours or 10 hours long and they're getting paid for it. And like we've been saying, people want what they want. They don't want to hear it. That's the ego. Anthony, what do you see with my finance? Is new well-paid coming to me? Yeah, you have a new job coming in. You may even be thinking about starting a side business or some kind of a side project. Teamwork is favored, and you may feel relief around more finances moving forward. Didn't I answer Queen City at the beginning? Does anybody remember? Four elements, general. Life changes for you for the better quickly. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You have a wish that comes true. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be spending time. You got money coming in. Finances are improving. You've got a water sign here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Essence, the subliminals are crazy, make him think about you and you only. He'll never think of another woman. First of all, if that were true and that did happen, that's not a healthy relationship. It's not a healthy relationship. That's fucked up. Like, you don't want that. That is like crazy stalker. But that's what people think that they want. Just like, oh, he doesn't find any other women attractive. No, he doesn't think Beyonce's attractive. He doesn't think Angelina Jolie's attractive. He thinks you're the only one. Yeah, okay. If you died tomorrow, he'd never have sex again. Yeah. I mean, be realistic. Let's be realistic. We're all replaceable. Everyone's life moves on. Mangala, what can I expect in marriage life in the upcoming weeks? Still having misunderstandings with husband, SP. Is he trying to be controlling? Somebody here is trying to control. If it's you that's trying to control something, my suggestion would be to let it go a little bit, because manipulation and control, while it can get you temporarily what you want, it doesn't bring in success long term. The relationship should be strengthening. Whatever this is that's going on, it may be a little rocky over the next couple of weeks, but I think things are going to improve big picture. Dee Dee for tomorrow. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you have something happening that's making you happy. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. You have a wish that comes true. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, listening to your intuition. Mega messages from Bilal. This person may be telling you that they're feeling ambitious. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. They may be happy and content around work, school, or business. They could be planning travel. They're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve them. And somebody maybe recently made them an offer that would be hard to turn down. Dollface, love. When it comes to love, you've got cause for celebration coming in after you set boundaries. So if you're with someone, don't be afraid to set boundaries. If you're not with anyone, you could have new energy coming in. You could be feeling better, like things are functioning better in your personal life, and a new journey may be beginning, possibly with an Aries or a Leo. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition, and your love life may move forward around the same time business moves forward. Not bad. Not bad. Anthony can even be replaced by a sex doll or a robot. It's true. It's true. But you want to know something that I'm going to say that I feel for myself in my own journey? I feel like when I was younger and I really wanted to hear what I wanted to hear, and, I was like fixated on something, I feel like that was a sense of me not being as like emotionally mature. And now, like, as I've gotten older, I kind of have a little bit more of the attitude, like, if that's not good for me, well, then I don't want it. Like, maybe the universe knows a little bit better what's good for me than what I know. Like, now I'm a little bit more like that. And I think maybe because I've grown up a little bit. Divine, love for August. If you're currently with someone, your relationship should be functioning very well. If you're not with anyone, you may have a Gemini coming in, or fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Now, you might have choices and options. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You probably would get along better and have less hassle with the robot. Taylor, single, weekend love. You could have some choices and options. You've got happiness coming in. You may be spending time with a Sagittarius or a Cancer. You might have choices and options. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Somebody may make you an offer this weekend that will be hard to turn down. Not bad. I never answered for Queen City. All right, I'll do it now, today. Life changes for you for the better, but it's a little slow and steady wins the race. That may not just be today. That may be like for the rest of the month. May have money coming in. Fool is in reverse. Something may get revealed that needs to be dealt with. You've got success coming in around life moving forward. Making decisions that push life forward, and you're ready for it. You're not looking back on the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maggie, love. You could have a new journey that begins, possibly with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Success comes in around love when you're clear about what you want. Negativity moves into the past and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Emma, next month between me and a Scorpio. I don't see all that much happening next month. It's like things are like grounded and stable but slow. If you're expecting something to change, you may need to be the one to take the initiative. Now, Emperor is in reverse. I would be careful that somebody's not trying to control or manipulate the situation in some way. It wouldn't bring in long-term success, only short-term success. But it doesn't look like all that much is changing. Be wise, does Victor miss me? I don't see this person as actively missing or ruminating over anything. You may cross their mind on occasion, but it does. I don't know what the situation is. It doesn't look like there's been a long enough break or there's anything. Yeah, I don't see a lot of missing. Lucky, general. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life moves forward. You got lay down the law, set boundaries. You also may be feeling better, compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and the hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back to you. You have a cause for celebration that comes in around work, school, or business. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and teamwork is favored. Honest advice from the cards, just anything that comes out. Okay, let's see. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you listen to your intuition. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Whatever it is, let it go. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially secure as we move into the fall. D for today. You've got life comes into balance. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relieved. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with the Leo. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Not bad. Mountain. Oh, good morning. Blockster. When do you see me getting a job at Nutrafol? I don't see it on the immediate horizon, so I don't know where you are in the process, but it looks like there may be distance or it's a little unsuccessful. It may take some time. Miss Billy, what to expect for today? Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Slow and steady wins the race, but life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Not anything the tarot wants me to know. You have a wish that comes true when you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A new journey begins. You may be feeling a little bit more grounded and stable around like life coming into balance. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and finances. Maybe feeling a little bit more grounded and stable around finances. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Be Wise wants the orange cards. Cut the cords. In spirituality, cords are energetic bonds that connect us with situations, people, and places. There are different kinds of cords, but in this context, it's the connection to situations and people that have a negative or draining effect upon us. We can also create a negative cord when we have expectation of an outcome situation, especially when it's outside of our control. This is important for us. It's important time for you to release any attachment to people, places, and situations, outcomes, or anything else that could be limiting your experience. Angels are wrapping you in light of love so that you can lovingly detach from situations that could be limiting, draining, or dramatic, or damaging to your health or purpose. Divine timing. Life is always unfolding in perfect time, space, and sequence, so angel wisdom is encouraging you to move into a state of trust. Knowing that good things are always unfolding, you may find yourself feeling impatient and unsettled. But instead of letting your ego and imagination pull you in a downward spiral, trust that your prayers are being answered and your plans are coming into fruition in a way that is meeting your needs rather than your wants. You may feel that your prayers aren't being answered, and that your hopes aren't being realized, but you must know that the universe and your angels are always working towards your highest good and the outcome that will best serve you. When this card appears, trust the process. Emily, today and tomorrow with Soha. I don't see all that much happening here. There's a little indecision and feeling burdened or weighed down by the situation. Moon is in reverse. Something may get revealed that needs to be dealt with, and there's a little like negativity around the situation. So I don't know what you're expecting today and tomorrow, but you might be feeling a little disappointed in the situation. Peach, general. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Money comes in, finances are improving, and you may be planning travel to water, by water, or around water. If you're thinking about starting a side business, side project, side hustle, it would be successful. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Sorry, general reading for August. Perseverance pays off. And a disappointment is healing and moving into the past. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Even if it is slow and steady, wins the race. Life is moving forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Listen to your intuition. Anthony, I really want to travel abroad, but salary is very low now. You'll do it, though, at some point. It may not be right now, but you're going to travel. You're going to travel. Shireen, is the case planning to visit our country soon? I don't believe so. Earth Girl, general for the next 48. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life could change for the better quickly with a wish coming true. You may be feeling grounded and stable around finances. Perseverance pays off, and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. I'm Lourdes, work for the next week. You've got choices and options around social activity. You could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Sagittarius. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business with new beginnings on the horizon. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. Sarah, yeah, I'll try to come on again later. I'm Lourdes, work for next week. Work looks okay. You're feeling grounded and stable. You may get some good news. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. It should be an okay week. Mel, my sister let someone dog sit Desi for her while she was out of town for the weekend. The idiot fell asleep for 3 hours, left Desi in the hot sun. Oh my God. Did somebody take him? I think somebody did take him. Yeah. How long has the dog been gone? Because I think that they may bring the dog back. It may have been the kind of thing where, like, they may have thought they were helping the dog and now they're going to feel bad. But I would check the local shelters as well. And I would also check the local vets. That's why I bring the dog to the kennel. I don't trust anybody. Isn't that terrible? I don't trust anybody with anything. Yeah, that's awful. People are such a disappointment. Like, I can't even trust you with the dog. People, yeah, I know. But Donna said, I want to update stock on B, whatever pops up. Okay, let's see. They may be taking time to themselves. It looks like, I mean, they show us the hermit kind of self-isolating. It may not be a bad thing, though. They may be working on a creative project. I don't know if they have any, like, anything they do that's creative. Spend a lot of time at home, not doing all that much. And they overthink. They may be spending a lot of time overthinking. I mean, who doesn't do that? They're okay. I don't think they're up to much at all. I think they spend a lot of time at home, and I think that they kind of get caught up amusing themselves with maybe creativity, maybe, I don't know, some kind of project, or it could even be TV, something like that. Mountain, is Penny going to recover from how she's feeling? I need labs. It's coming, but I have competition coming before things will change. Is she going to be competitive at the event? Yes. I think that she's going to be okay. I know people are such a disappointment. Also, was Matt trying to make me jealous or get a reaction when he was speaking to a girl colleague? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Oh, Mountain, I see. Yeah, that sucks. I think she's going to be okay. John, how does Aquarius I work with feel about me? They find you to be very respectful or have a lot of respect for you. They find you to be kind-hearted, caring, sincere, down-to-earth, hardworking, and attractive. And what does Sagittarius that I work with want me to know? May think highly of you as well. May find you to be grounded and stable. May find you to be smart, intelligent, independent, courageous, a team worker, and like respectful. May also find you to be attractive. Marita, will my application for council house going to get approved? I think it will, yes. KK, what does KL like about me? May find you to be somebody who is grounded and stable, a reliable friend, somebody who is well-balanced, somebody who is smart and intelligent. Pretty good. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Paula, how did John feel and think about me today when we had a meeting? Okay, he may have found you to be like grounded and stable, decisive, strong, confident, smart, intelligent, balanced. Pretty good. Rookie, will I have the opportunity for a dental hygiene university interview this year? Yes, I think you will. Anthony, once again, we come back to that toxic word, manifest. You can't manifest it. You have to plan it. You know, it's like you're not going to wake up tomorrow morning and somebody's going to hand you a trip. So you have to figure out how you can save money, how you can plan it, and then you'll have the travel. But it's not, there's no way to manifest it. I actually hate that word now because it just leads people to thinking that like they could wish something into their life and they can't. Now, I can tell you that years ago, I read a couple of books. Maybe I should have taken their advice a little more seriously. But I think one was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the other one was Millionaire Mind. I think that those were the books. And what the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that one, what he said was, the rich dad would never say, I can't afford it. He would say, how can I afford it? Where the poor dad would say, I can't afford that. It's out of our league. So how can I afford it? So that's the first question. And I think it was Millionaire Mind that suggested, and this is for everyone, and they said, it doesn't matter if you make $5 a week or if you make $5,000 a week. You have to take your money and separate it. So the first thing that you would do is pay yourself and put it in your savings account. Do I do that? No. But that's what he said. So whether you decide that you're going to put $5 a week in your savings account, $50, doesn't matter. That goes in the savings account. And then what he suggested was, now my friend did it all on like an Excel spreadsheet because I had a friend that was actually doing it and he's probably doing really well now. But what the suggestion was is that even if you have to get jars or envelopes, you take jars or envelopes and you label them. Whatever it is that you house expenses, car expenses, travel, birthday gifts, cosmetics, whatever. And then when you get paid, you designate $1 goes into the new car fund, $2 goes into the hair coloring fund, whatever it is. And you just keep putting the money into those. You have to repay debt, there's a jar for debt. Old debts, catching up on old debts, and you just keep putting the money in there. That was the suggestion. So if you want to travel, my suggestion would be figure out how you can squeeze out a couple of dollars from each paycheck and put it somewhere and then plan it. Anyhow. Oh, he was exposed as a scammer. You know who else was? I can't remember what the scam was, but I think he went to jail. I think his name was Kevin Trudeau, and he came out with a book exposing like the medical field. Did anybody remember that? Like how you should be using, like, I remember he was big into like colloidal silver, is that it? For health? I remember reading his book, like what you should eat and what you should stay away from, and medications and stuff. That was another one. I think he went to jail. I can't remember what for, but anyway. Cashed in my change. I had, oh wow, $425. That's a lot. Pretty good. Oh, we went bankrupt? Maggie, I answered for you a while ago. Oh, Uplift allows you to make payments. That's cool. That's cool. Coral calcium. Oh yeah, I remember the coral calcium. Yeah, there's been a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Remember, everybody was eating kale at one point. Kale was supposed to save the world. And then I had a friend that wound up getting kidney stones because she ate so much kale. You wouldn't think, but apparently that causes kidney stones. Tanya, general for today. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Feeling ambitious, be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Not bad. Now there's something, methylene blue or something that people are drinking. I hear about it. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, but I've seen it. Kale can cause gout, also spinach. Yep. Oh, that's good, Tanya. Yeah. Because the fees. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Anybody else? Oh my God, you ever talk into it? The other day I was talking a reading for somebody, and then Avery was interrupting me, and I was I was said something like, come over here, pull down your pants, or something like that, and it wrote it, and I'm like, oh my God. Erase that. I'm going to come on later, Mountain. Yeah, I'm going to try to come on in the afternoon, maybe around 2. usually misunderstands you. My dad's the kind that he'll use it and then he'll be like ordering like a sandwich. Oh, I'll have a ham and Swiss on rye. I want mustard, and then I'm reading it and I'm like, what is he talking about? Happy house. How's future court appearance going to go? It goes okay. You might be feeling a little bit of like frustration around it, or you may feel like you don't really get anywhere in the next appearance. There's a little bit level of frustration, but ultimately you should have success coming in around it, or whatever the final outcome is. Oh, I never saw Ford versus Ferrari. I see money in one of those big water jugs you fill up at the market. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that we need to be taught in school a little bit better money management. I didn't have any. I don't know if anybody else did, but I didn't get that class. I definitely didn't get that class. Anyway. Oh, cool. Lolly for the weekend. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition, and you may be spending time with a Leo. Sylvia, does Roger still think about me? Maybe on occasion. I don't see this person like ruminating over anything specific. Explore general guidelines. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and feeling grounded and stable around finances may come in. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you're clear about what you want and need. Don't settle for less than you want or need. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and you may be planning travel. Sarah, they don't teach how to live in school. Nope, they don't. That's why life's so hard, right? I had financial literacy classes during the pandemic, but it wasn't helpful at all. We mostly went through why we pay taxes and about checks, even though checks are rare now. My friend saved all of her tax return money since one day she's up. Oh, wow. That's really smart. That is really smart. Do you know how many fucking idiots I worked with at the grocery store that were young, and they would get a tax return and they would buy stupid shit? Most of the time, a new fucking device. Yeah. My brother's always been good with money. He's an accountant now, but he was always good. We would always call him cheap. But he was good with money. I mean, he knew how to do things. Yeah, I'm a Pisces. We're just not good. Anyhow. All right, I will wrap it up, and I'll see you guys later this afternoon, hopefully. Thank you all very much for being here, and wish me well. I'm going to try to clean the house now, because for some reason I got up at like 4:30. I couldn't fall back asleep, so I wound up going on the treadmill, and I already did my run today. So I'm going to clean the house. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.